Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. My name is Bilal Abdul Kareem for OGN. Today, we're going to discuss a meeting which took place between the new Syrian president, Ahmed al-Shara, formerly known as Abu Muhammad al-Jolani, and this man, U.S. President Donald Trump. The meeting took place in Saudi Arabia. Let's get started. According to the White House press secretary, the following points were made to Ahmed al-Shara by Donald Trump and urged him on the following. 1. Sign on to the Abraham Accords with Israel. 2. Tell all foreign terrorists to leave Syria. 3. Deport Palestinian terrorists. 4. Help the United States to prevent the resurgence of ISIS. 5. Assume responsibility for ISIS detention centers in northeastern Syria. I'm going to give you some very brief commentary on all 5 of them. Very briefly, number 1, sign on to the Abraham Accords with Israel. This is not recommended. Why? The Abraham Accords implicitly gives legitimacy to Israel for the lands that they stole from the Palestinians. This would be a crime against the entire Muslim Ummah. This is not recommended. 2, tell all foreign terrorists to leave Syria. Well, we have to ask ourselves a question. What's a foreign terrorist to Donald Trump? That means that anybody who wants Islam and wants to be governed by Sharia, for him, that's a foreign terrorist. But don't assume that decree or suggestion by Donald Trump is merely for foreigners. That would be extended to anyone who wants to call for Islam. 3, deport Palestinian terrorists. Due to his tacit support for Israel in the genocide in the Gaza Strip and the ethnic cleansing which is taking place in the West Bank, obviously he sees all Palestinian resistance fighters or anyone who contributes to the resistance as a terrorist. So that is not recommended either. 4, help the United States to prevent the resurgence of ISIS. To prevent the resurgence of ISIS is a duty on any Muslim government and doesn't need to be exhorted by the United States of America. Everybody knows the history of ISIS and the numbers and scores of Muslims that they killed. So this should happen by default. This is not recommended either. Why? Because that leads to intelligence sharing between the government in Damascus and Washington, which means by default, once the information goes from Damascus, it goes to Washington. From Washington, it goes to Tel Aviv. This should not happen either. Number 5, assume responsibility for ISIS detention centers in northeastern Syria. Well, I think that should they assume responsibility for them, it would be great. Why? Because there are thousands of people, men, women, and children who've never been charged with a crime. I'm going to say this again. There are thousands of men, women, and children who were brought up in prison who've never been charged with a crime. So I hope that he would assume responsibility and then free those who've never been charged with a crime. My name is Bilal Abdul.